End payment in the house. Cobra's in the house. Woo! It's a big night. Blood Disciples. Leslie's in the house. Chat is full. Chat is live. Getting the things going. I want to remind everybody at this point, if you haven't followed along on this channel, hey man, make sure you're doing it. This is where all the fun is, okay? And if you want to follow along on YouTube as well, hit subscribe when you go there. That's free. You don't even have to pay any money for that. You know, anything that helps support the channel, help support the Leafs, you know, by bringing the positivity to the internet via the trubeleafer. Thank you so much for all of you who have done it already. And like I said, if you're new, get to it, man. You don't want to miss out, right? All those Maple Leafs are looking sick in the chat there, too, beside people's names. You know how to get those. Boy, what a game, though, huh? What a game. And I got to ask you guys. I got to ask everybody in the chat here, okay? Be honest here. Is there anything better than beating the Winnipeg Jets? Because the answer is, yeah, there's lots of things better, you idiots. There's lots of things better, all right, than beating the Winnipeg Jets. Let's go over a few for our Winnipeg friends out there, okay? Let's go over a few that are better than beating the Winnipeg Jets. How about being in a playoff spot, eh, there, Leslie, with all the cheers? Huh? How about being in a playoff spot? That's better than beating the Winnipeg Jets. You know what I mean? I'd much rather be that, right? Here's another one. Having so much attention and coverage and support worldwide. You know what I mean? Being the biggest fan base in hockey for a professional team. Boom, the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's fun. It's fun. And it's much better than just beating the Winnipeg Jets. Who cares about them? Who cares? We don't even pay attention for the most part, right? Nobody does. Sorry, you know? And most of all, not living in Winnipeg. Not living in Winnipeg is much better than beating the Winnipeg Jets. I'd rather lose to the Jets every game for the rest of my life than ever have to live in Winnipeg. There's another one that's better than beating the Winnipeg Jets. Oh, and there's one more, too. Having a 50-goal scorer. Having a 50-goal scorer is damn fine compared to beating the Winnipeg Jets. So there's a few. There's a few. You know what I mean? There's a few. And what I love about it, hey, Leslie, is that Winnipeg brought this on themselves. Not the fans. I'm not ragging on the fans anymore. That was just for fun. You know that. All that stuff. We're just having fun with our Winnipeg Jets fans. We even spoke to one last night from the Nolan Hockey Podcast. Check that video out on YouTube later on. See how that went down. It's a lot of laughs, man. Us and Jets fans been having fun this season. But the Winnipeg Jets themselves brought this onto themselves. I said themselves twice because I'm so amped up. My bad. But, you know what I mean? They did this to themselves after that last game, being caught on camera saying, is there anything better than beating the Toronto Maple Leafs? Well, you did it right there. You mentally put us on a pedestal above you guys because that's why it feels so good to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, right? That's what you did there. You know, you didn't rise above it at all. You looked at them as this mountain to climb, and you got cocky with it. Right? Started taking runs at our guys in the game and acting like you were big, tough guys. Big shots on the ice. You know what I mean? And what happened to the Winnipeg Jets after that? Oh, they started losing a bunch of games. You know? So they did it to themselves, and I'm sorry to all the Winnipeg Jets fans that actually had to listen to me rag on them and everything like that for the whole season here, but we were just having a little fun to try and bring some attention to the Winnipeg Jets, because overall, they're a fun team to watch. I got no problems with them. This is not really a rivalry with them, but I just like being right about hockey sometimes, and I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen to the Winnipeg Jets. If you don't believe me, you can go back and watch the videos. I don't know what day it was, early in the season. Look what I said about the Winnipeg Jets then. Look what I said might happen because they angered the hockey gods. And boy, was I pretty close on a lot of that stuff, huh? I know this stuff, man. I know this stuff. So, yeah, what a game. It's just extra fun. It's just extra fun because of all that extra stuff that was attached to the storyline for us personally as a channel, as friends in the chat. You know what I mean? With the jokes that we've been making. Yeah, remember the Line A chants? Line A's better? Well, I think now there's no doubt. Hashtag Matthews is better, son. You know what I mean? There's no doubt. There's no doubt. So, straight up, that was an awesome game to watch, right? I mean, it was almost a perfect game. You know what I mean? It was almost a perfect game. Not so much from the Leafs themselves. There were still defensive issues there as well. But Winnipeg had a bunch too. And when you come away with a 7-4 win, guys, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how you win. It doesn't. If you keep getting wins, you can play my way, you can play your way. Nobody should ever care as long as you keep racking up wins. And a 7-4 domination like that, or 7-3, sorry. 7-3, Cobra. Thank you very much for correcting me there. You know what I mean? That's something to be happy about no matter what, right? So, from a structural perspective, it wasn't quite perfect. But, as a fan, I mean, it has everything, right? It has everything. It has a deficit early on, so you have conflict. You have something to overcome, you know? They do it, you know what I mean? And then Winnipeg gets themselves back into it for a second. And then the Leafs go ahead a little bit, but not too much. And it's close for a while. And things are getting chippy and a little rough and all that stuff, you know? There was great goals on both sides. There was great saves. There was great hits. You had Simmons out there throwing the body around. You know what I mean? And even a fight from Clifford at the end. Like, this was darn near perfect for a game. The only thing that was missing was it actually being a rivalry team and not just somebody like the Winnipeg Jets. Ha! If it was Montreal or Boston, you know what I mean? Maybe throw in any of the original six for that matter. Detroit or Chicago, you know? Throw in a Colorado maybe, one of the top teams in the league, something like that. If it had been a more relevant team, then it'd be a perfect game. A perfect game. But this one will have to do. And it really does. Metaphoric hats off to all the Winnipeg Jets fans tonight. With all sincerity, man. Like, it's been fun. It's been fun trying to interact with y'all a little bit more than we normally would have. It was really cool last season when we had like 6 games or whatever it was against the Jets. So it got a little more intimate. We got to know each other a lot better. Made some friends along the way. So that about wraps it up for... Oh, wait, look, Auston Matthews, 50 goals. I mean, like, geez. You loved it. You loved it that as soon as Winnipeg had to pull the goalie to try and get themselves back in it, who do they throw over the boards? Auston, buddy, you're staying out there the whole time until you get it. It's an empty net. Go get yourself 50. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's just such a classy thing, a beautiful thing. You say you wish it wasn't an empty net, but you know what I mean? That's a sign of how far he's come. That's a sign of how far he's come. And with his team, that they can take a risk like that by just leaving a guy out there until he scores because he's so good, you're actually not even doing yourself a disservice. That's a pretty strong play, even if he's just going for 47 goals. Throw Auston out there, man. He's good at scoring from far. You're trying to kill it off so that you come away with the win. He can shoot from far back. Just let him have it. You know, if he was at 46 goals, I say still throw him out there. Soup's in the chat as well, too, right? Look at those. I got the sound alerts back. So, a huge cheers to Auston Matthews. Guys, make some little, I don't know, GGs or something. Whatever you guys want to do in the chat. Make some noise for our friend Auston Matthews for 50 goals here. There we go. And some beers, some cheers. You know what I mean? And some tears for fears. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Woo! There you go. Anything at all in the chat for Auston Matthews, you know? So that's really all I have to say about it. What a game. I'm glad we all had fun. Well, that was just a nice little one to get. For all the online content we put out and everything, I just felt like it was just an awesome personal victory for me. I had a lot of my own personal stuff riding on this one, so... Woo! I'm pumped. I want to get into what you guys have to say. Again, just a big thank you to everyone who subscribed here, who follows, who cheers, all that stuff. Anything to help support everything. The free subscription over on YouTube. Just click subscribe. You know, following along on Instagram. I want to thank you all, okay? So, it's just getting bigger and bigger, and it's just so much fun on a night like tonight. We're actually celebrating more than whining. I love it. There's more people coming out for the wins lately. So let's keep that going, okay? And to prove it, again, I want to get into what you're saying right now, okay? Let's get up close and personal. Sound good?